Damn, I have not touched this channel in a while. Okay. TDS is going to release some new modes, but what they did release is the new Sledger Tower. Now, I think I can beat Fallen Mode with it because I think Fallen Mode doesn't have any of the detection bullshit, meaning that this ledge is going to be really useful. I'm going to pick Toy Board, and I want to spend this video yapping about myself. I made a big fat switch to 99 Nights content. Obviously, I made an explanation on Extra Shari and where I did that. Views are low as shit. Honestly, I don't care about views. I kind of already explained it, but dude, I don't like the series, bro. Invis took over and everybody's rioting. The place is just a not good place to be, if you know what I mean. It literally feels like the community's melting into little Lego bricks. I'm gonna actually put this on 2x. So yeah, I made a big switch to 99 Nights in the Forest. Views are much lower. That isn't because the videos are bad, which big tips for small YouTubers here. Actually, big tips for marketing here. If your advertisement, or in this case, my videos, are reaching the wrong people, then that video might as well be the worst video on the planet. The same thing goes for YouTube videos. Like if I show a 99 Nights in the Forest video to one of my old viewers, they would not care. That's why the views are so low. That's why I even mentioned in my first video on this channel, switching niches is so hard because if you want to do something different that your audience doesn't like, then you have to find a completely new audience, and YouTube's really bad at doing that. What the fuck? Just ignored my thing completely, alright. Yeah, shorts are the best way of gaining an audience, gaining attraction, which is why I've been trying that just a tiny bit. Just a small tad, yeah. And oh my god, I'm gonna die. Jesus Christ. Here, wait, let me get a new... And you know, some people, they get one-offs where YouTube just automatically switches their entire audience for some reason. I just don't understand that. Like, for example, when I used to do toilet tower defense content on the Showrec channel, and then I decided, okay, I want to make a Rivals video. In 3 days, that became the most popular video on my entire channel. If I kept doing Rivals content, I literally would be a Rivals YouTuber right now. Like, if I kept up that momentum, I physically could have made so much more money than I would have had right now. That's not to say money isn't everything. Like, already mentioned in the Extra Shari video, like I've made enough and I'm putting it into my game, which I'll discuss later. But you know, people like Man of Taj got lucky with that, where in literally the span of 3 videos, he was able to boost his viewership by completely changing games. I was not lucky with that. I was not lucky at all. As a YouTuber, you can check what your audience is watching and things like the age range of like which ages are watching your videos, which genders watching your videos, which countries are watching your videos. And that makes it a lot easier to tell if you're being recommended to the right audience or not. And to put it into perspective, right, I had a video in 99 Nights, which did better than the rest, surprisingly. I posted it like 3 days ago. That video has 5,000 views, which isn't a lot. That's still really bad from my standards, but it's more than all the other videos got. But then a week after, the entire graph stopped, and I looked at the audience category and realized that I was being recommended to non-English speakers. So basically, yes, I was picked up by the algorithm and I was put to people, but I wasn't put to the right people. I wasn't put to the right audience. And because of that, the RPM, which is the revenue per 1,000 views, and the watch time was incredibly low. That literally makes 0 sense from like a technical standpoint, but that whole part is literally up to luck. You can't... Like, when you make a new channel, it's really easy to find a new audience. I'm getting super unlucky right now, and it is being much more of a hassle than I thought it'd be. I'm still gonna try and lock in, get this channel up, get Shari TD back up, take them out of the absolute slum state that it is. But I want to talk about another project that I've been on. I've already showed you guys Photophobia on this channel before, aka the horror game that I'm making. And I think when I realized that my stats were dipping and I was kind of in that really bad spot for YouTube, I took like a 10-day break and no uploading, and I committed fully into not only making Photophobia, because I have an entire team on that now, but even investing my time in other projects as well. Now that other project is like a speedrunning game, which I'll show later. I'm gonna make a video on Showrec about that. That'll basically be my first ever game on Roblox, which is kind of insane. Try new things, you know. Honestly, it's been a really fun detour making that game. And making Photophobia as well. But you know, I kind of realized as I was making that game, well, I obviously want to keep on doing YouTube. Like, sometimes I talk about money about YouTube, but it's not the whole reason that I do it. I spent my entire life growing up with these kind of YouTubers, and I genuinely think from the bottom of my heart that I was like born to do this. Like, I have a Google Doc that I made when I was 8 years old, and I opened it randomly because I was trying to clear some storage. And it had a couple of my goals and hobbies and things, but at the exact very top of the page in my horrible handwriting, I mentioned how badly I wanted to be a YouTuber, and that's kind of the point when I realized, the more I watch other people, the more that I realize that this is what I've wanted to do. And I feel like I was put on this earth to do this thing. Like, I love this. So yeah, no, I'll take detours, I'll take different approaches, create new things. Which, speaking of new things, I want to create a show. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but I feel like I get a lot of inspiration when I get an idea and it kind of just brews in my head and becomes something real. Like, even though I put a whole team into making photophobia recently, I only thought of this at the very start of the year. Like, I've been sitting on this idea and expanding off of it well before it was even created. So yeah, no, I've been busy. And why are the sledges so goated? I just realized. 100 DPS per sledger, just frozen. Damage allows you to freeze people in place. AoE, tons of freeze duration. You deal 2 times damage to ice people. Oh, sorry, frozen enemies. I'm stupid. They've got aftershock. Dude, this guy's actually decent. Costed an arm and a leg, but I hope it's worth it. Like, my only problem is that he's not good with detections, which means he's basically ruled out of hardcore mode. Oh, we have 41 troops? What the hell? Okay, can we kill the Fallen King? Dude! Oh, yeah, we got that. Wait, no, 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 no!